Hi Geminis, welcome to my channel, Soul Light Hypnotherapy and Tarot. My name is Kirsten. I have your love and energy readings for the month of July, or for the rest of July. You have I'm using the Tarot Illuminati today, and on the bottom of the deck you have the Ten of Wands, which represents the theme of the reading. Your card is the Star. Your challenges is the Seven of Cups. Energies you're dealing with is the Ten of Swords reverse, and your advice card is the Devil. So, as usual, Gemini, your reading is never easy because, number one, I see Trump whenever I do Gemini reading. I'm going to try not to focus on him. But I also see, like, you guys are the twins, and some astrologers say you have four sides to you and not just two. And I'm seeing, like super, super contrasty stories. So it makes it really complicated. But let's start with the singles first. Wait a minute. Before we start, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed. Thank you to everyone who's hit the like button. I really appreciate your help. Also hit the notification bell so you can be notified whenever I post new readings. I'd like to invite you to join me on Patreon, where you can have access to my exclusive political videos and also support the channel. And if you'd like to just support the channel arbitrarily and not on a monthly basis, there's a donate button on the home page. Thank you. The link for Patreon is in my description box. Okay, single Geminis. Some of you may be recovering from past heartbreak, a past breakup, could be some kind of loss or trauma, or maybe even an abusive relationship. Some of you may be recovering from addictions, whatever those addictions are. I feel like there's a lot of damage and pain and loss, but that you've gone through, but you're picking yourself up, back up and starting fresh, or you've been doing the process of doing this. This is a long process of healing here. Ten of Swords is not easy energy. But with the Star card, I think at the Star card and the Ten of Wands, I feel like you recognize that you've come a really long way, and this has been tough work, and you probably did a lot of it on your own. You probably feel, some of you may have gone cold turkey, did something like that, where you relied on your own energy to detox from some negativity that you were dealing with, or from some damage or pain that had held you back. So that's wonderful, because you're feeling rejuvenated, refreshed, renewed with this Star energy, and optimistic and faithful about the future again. Maybe you even have more faith in yourself again. And so that's really cool. Congratulations. However, with this Devil card and the Seven of Cups here, I would say that, the planets are aligned to tempt you to fall back or to fall down into this toxic energy again. Whether that means going back to an ex who wasn't good for you, or who abused you, or going back into a situation that was really toxic for you. And that could be anything. Could be a career, could be, a workplace, a relationship. It could be that, you fall into temptation, it could be alcohol, it could be drugs, it could be a person. Some of you may have had an obsession, almost, to the point where you were obsessed with someone who wasn't good for you, but you finally got this person out of your system. Lo and behold, right when you feel so clean and so fresh and so pure, a motherfucker comes back. So there's a lot of temptation here, strong temptation, whatever it is for you, to fall back in with this negative, toxic energy. And you may need to lean on someone for support this time, Gemini. And this time, this temptation is really strong. Devil's really strong. Strong, irresistible lust for something. So this time you may not be able to do this alone. So reach out to spiritual leaders, or people that you trust and believe in, who've been down the road you've been down before, and talk to someone and tell them what you're going through, and because recognize, again, they can help you recognize how far you've come. Because to give place to the devil, as the Bible says, you want to give no place to the devil, right? But I see you giving place to him, whatever this devil energy is for you, okay? This could be a person, again, this could be something that you do that controls you. But you entertain it in your mind's eye. You imagine that again, being with that again, or doing that again, and you don't have the resources. The some money card here that clarifies, the devil says you don't have the resources or the inner strength to overcome this temptation, so best not to even entertain it. If someone from the past calls you and wants to reach out and wants to get back together, or just meet and talk, or just have sex, don't 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 do it. All right, for couples, this is more complicated. Because there's a good Gemini and there's a bad Gemini. So let's do the bad Gemini story first, since they're the most interesting stories. If you're a bad Gemini, okay, you think you're all that. You feel like you're like, for some reason you think you're all that. But you've caused a lot of pain and conflict to your partner. This is something you do a lot. This is like a repeat pattern. And I feel there's a lot of codependency here. Your partner may be codependent to you, stuck on you, obsessed with you, or in this relationship for the material blessings that you can give them. But for some reason they're putting up with either abusive behavior or cheating behavior, or lying behavior, and they're used to it. It's no shock anymore. They've learned to live with it. So I guess this reading is just telling you your lies are just your own. If you believe your lies, I mean, you're the only one who believes them. All right. It's just not healthy, and I don't even know why that story came up. I guess it's more for the cross watcher, and that this situation's not going to change, and so you might as well, try to unlink yourself. There may be other reasons why you're linked. It could be children as well, but that's not a healthy situation. So, and promises won't be kept. It could be a vice versa. It could be that you are the one who's abused, Gemini. Maybe your partner has abused you. Maybe they slapped you across the face or whatever, and now they brought you a box of roses and some candy, and telling you they'll never do it again, or they cheated on you. And the cards are telling you, okay, well, you're most likely going to submit to this and accept the lies and keep going. And this shit's not going to get any better. It's only going to get worse. So hopefully that wakes you up, and you will do something about your situation. All right, let's get off the bad guy Gemini story. Let's get on to the good guy Gemini story. So some of you Geminis, and this could even be for singles too, the person that you're with, or that you're interested in, I feel like you love them very much. You have a strong attraction to them. You may even be a little obsessed with them, right? You don't want to let them go. You don't want to let them go. So many stories here, but let me just stick with one. And if you're a Gemini going through something and I've touched a little bit, but I didn't quite get your story, then maybe you can contact me for a personal reading. Because if I go down too many roads, I'm going to get crazy here. But I feel like this partner or this person of interest is going through stuff, and you're going to end up taking on a big burden if you connect with this energy, or those of you who are that's for singles. Those of you who are in a relationship, your partner has already taken a lot out of you. I mean, they definitely admire you, you inspire them, you're helping them to heal, they get through some really bad times or get through a really bad past. But this is beginning to weigh on you, right? This is beginning to darken your energy and bring you down. And so you need to explore your options about this. What can you do outside of leaving your partner? Because I don't feel like you want to leave them. But to help them help themselves without you doing all the work. Because you really can't change anyone. People have to change themselves. I'm getting another story here. Some of you are involved with a partner who, it may be vice versa. Maybe they're abusive, or maybe they have addictions, and you are helping them get through that. And it may seem like, okay, this has been a long road, but I feel like we're in a good place now. Be aware that there may be strong temptation ahead, where this person may not have the resources to stay strong, and or they may not end up keeping their promise to you. This is a pattern. This is pattern behavior that you and you alone cannot fix. And you may need to explore some options to help you and your partner handle and deal with these issues. For some of you, it's even a mental illness situation. I feel like there's a lot of love and desire to put ointment and heal your partner. But again, you can't heal anyone. They have to be willing to heal themselves. And promises and recovery seem short term. And it seems like there's this repeat of falling back down and getting back up, and falling back down and getting back up. But how much more of this can you take? Because it's beginning to dim your light, right? And so you need to figure out how to deal with this. But I feel like you need to involve other people. You can't do this alone. Okay, and the Devil card is your advice, and the Devil card is always an unhealthy codependent relationship, either with a person, a place, or a substance, and it leads to failure. There's no win here. It can also represent, in a love reading, strong obsession and desire to hold on to something that's not healthy for us. I'm getting lost in my scenarios now. And I think that if I go back to the theme of the reading, you need to try and release some of this responsibility and not try to carry all of this yourself, or expect anyone to carry you if that's the case. You have to be willing to recognize the truth and separate yourself from another person's problems and issues. At the same time, even if you want to help them, you can't do it for them. You can be an inspiration, you can be an example, but you can't actually do you can't actually heal for them. They have to be willing to heal themselves, if that makes sense. So wow, there I feel like really strong. God, there's another story that wants to come out. Bear with me, guys. It's a bad Gemini story. Did I say it already? Um, it's not worth repeating. It's not worth repeating. Okay, guys, that's your reading. I hope it made sense. I would say that, try to stay out of toxic relationships. Don't fall back down old roads that you have dug yourself out of. Don't let anyone drag you down. Um, Even if you love them and you want to help them, you can help them, but you can't do all the work yourself. And you may need to get some assistance. Delegate some of this duty and this responsibility to them, and maybe to get some professional help too. It says to explore your options, um, because where you're headed is to an even worse or unhealthy place for you. So, okay, I'm done now. That's your reading. I hope it made sense to somebody. Leave a comment. Thank you. Bye.